Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet, and we are down to the absolute wire here. It is game number 4 in the grand final of the WCS Season 2 final tournament, and this could be it right here. Right now, this could be the one. This could be the final game where Bomber takes this grand final series out 4-0. It's a best of 7 series. And he's currently 3-0 ahead against Jaedong, and I don't think anybody expected him to go 3-0 against a player like Jaedong, who's just so good in every way at playing the Zerg race, but he has done it. Bomber has gone 3-0, and if he wins this game, then he is going to be 4-0, and it's just going to be absolutely insane. And Jaedong, I feel like Jaedong has the capability to win this game, to beat Bomber, but whether he will actually be able to pull it off, I don't know. He hasn't been able to the last 3 games. Granted, the third game, he really didn't have much of a chance. I mean, Bomber proxied 2 barracks out, close-ish to Jaedong's base, and then he went for a triple bunker rush right in front of the natural expansion of Jaedong. Just boom, boom, boom. 3 bunkers simultaneously being built. And Jaedong had no hope at all. He held out for quite a long time, managed to destroy a few of the bunkers actually, I think 2 of them, and it was absolutely beautiful, but Bomber just got too many Marines out, just hit him too hard, too close to the start of the game, and Jaedong eventually had to concede. He just could not stand up to that many Marines. And yeah, it's just absolutely insane, but well, this is it. This is it right here. Jaedong has to win the game, otherwise he's out. And I would be very interested to see if he changes his game plan, because yeah, so far he's been going for Mutiling, and it hasn't really been working. So I'd like to see him try something else. But then again, Mutiling is very, very strong play against a Terran player. So I don't know. I mean, probably Roach Hydra. I mean, it's okay. I don't feel like it's probably not a better strategy. At the very best, I'd say it's probably about the same effectiveness against a Terran player. The only thing it would really buy Jaedong is surprise, like a bit of surprise tactic. Here we go. There's 1 bunker coming up, and Bomber is sort of, I don't know if he's really committed to this bunker. I don't think he is. I think he's just doing that to annoy Jaedong and pull all of his workers off the minerals. And yeah, so that's a bit of a crazy play there, but he actually used that opportunity to move all of his workers over there. So Jaedong not losing as much mining time as he usually would with a bunker, because of course you have to move a lot of workers over there anyway at some point. So very, very nice play. Worker gets away unscathed, loses a bit of minerals for building the bunker and then having to cancel it, but that's fine. And Jaedong has a very, very early 3rd base out, so he's in a very, very good spot in this game. He's just got to get his economy up. Got a little bit of a lead. We've got to see him start to build that in a very, very big way very, very soon. Meanwhile, Bomber looks like he's going for some more early-ish pressure, perhaps. Definitely going for some sort of early play. I would think with the 3 barracks coming out before the factory has even been started, before he's really got stuck into the gas, he'd be looking at a fairly early bit of marine pressure, and then he'll jump into factory off that, start getting the starport out, start getting the medevacs out, start getting the widow mines out, but just a nice early bit of marine pressure, and maybe he can even get an early win in this game. Anything's possible. Anything is possible at all. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. Got an Overlord over there doing a bit of side scouting, not really ducking into the base as of yet. Not really much that the Overlord can see. Could possibly, I mean, no doubt Jaedong would be very interested in the 3 barracks and the no factory, because that tells him he needs to get some fast defense up there, which he hasn't really done so far. I mean, he's got a decent number of queens, but queens not really that good against Marines, especially once Stim comes out. Once Stim is out, queens just absolutely get owned all over the place. And I mean, they really get owned anyway versus Marines, so he's going to need I don't know, roaches or just a large amount of lings, maybe some banelings for any sort of early marine pressure. But yeah, I do not know. He's got a lot of marines, and I feel like he has to make something happen with these marines right now, because otherwise he's basically delayed his factory tech for basically no reason. And here we go, the factory is coming up right now. He's starting to get all of his gas geysers up. So this is his early play, moving out with the marines. If he can take out the third base with this force, he doesn't actually know about the third base, but I'm sure he can assume there's a third base there. If he takes it out, or if he manages to take out the natural expansion, then this is going to be pretty huge. It's going to knock Jaedong back quite a bit and set him up to lose this fourth game. So the marines are coming in. Jaedong has very, very little to deal with this. He has a bunch of lings, did not quite have speed, and the marines are just going to go in, just going to own everything. A bunch of queens coming in now, and queens completely surrounding this. The marines are going to die very, very fast, but they've already done quite a bit of damage, taking out 7 workers. And get rid of that for a sec. And now they are turning around, hitting the queens. So they took quite a bit of damage here. Lost 5 marines so far, but they're starting to really hit the queens. Got them trapped up here. The worker's actually using the worker trick to get right in the middle of the marine pack and then start attacking them. So that was a really, really nice move. Very, very slick. Using the worker trick, of course, when you target bloody minerals with your workers, they will move out through other units, and then what you do is you stop them when you're in the middle of the pack, and suddenly there's workers right in the middle of your marine ball attacking you, and that is not good. So great trick there. The XX Lings that Jaedong produced to get rid of those marines, looking to go in, but he can see it's going to be a slaughter fest if he sends them in there. So going to back off, wait for a bit of a better opportunity, maybe wait to get some banelings out of these lings before he sends them in. There we go, a bunch of banelings coming out, and he's got 1-1 on the way. He might wait till that finishes, it's not too far away. Looks like Bomber also got 1-1, but it's a little bit further behind, and Bomber is transitioning into his main tech, and we know that he is going to be moving this out very, very, very soon. Look at that, I must be a psychic. There we go, he's moving the command center out over to this area. Oh man, the Overlord, if he could creep all over the place, that would be beautiful. He's got his timing down perfect. He just, I don't know if he's going to scout, but yeah, spraying some creep all over the place would be absolutely fantastic. Is he going to do it? There we go. Creeping all over the place, and if only there was a queen to put down a creep tumor, but that is going to be enough to piss Bomber off just a little bit. I mean, he's going to stim in, wipe out that Overlord, and now the command center has to wait. But it is cleaning itself up fairly quickly, so that's fine. Just a tiny bit of a delay, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure he's going to be able to deal with it. Meanwhile, these guys moving up. Little bit of a force here. Nice bunch of marines, couple of medevacs, couple of tanks, putting the pressure on old Jaedong, and Jaedong going for mutiling once again. So he really, really loves his mutiling, and I've got to wonder if Jaedong is going to lose this game because he cannot adapt. Okay, I know that's a very harsh thing to say against a player like Jaedong, because we know he is one of the best Zerg players out there, but maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe I've got it wrong, and mutiling is the only tactic that can possibly defeat marine tank or marine widow mine. Maybe that's it, but I've got to say that, yeah, I do not know. I really don't know, because obviously you need banelings and stuff like that. I don't know. Banelings are probably the best chance he has at dealing with the marines. But then again, you need the mutas to deal with the tanks. So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to say just go for Roach Hydra and maybe switch it up, but there's always a possibility that Roach Hydra will just completely fail against mutiling. I mean, the marines do so much damage, and I know that Hydras and Roaches would do a fairly decent job against marines, more so the Hydras, but yeah, he's got to deal with the tanks. I would like to see Roach Hydra really dealt against a Terran player, going for this Triple M Widow Mine tank sort of play, because I am not entirely convinced that Roach Hydra would just fall over. I reckon it would have a fair chance. And obviously Banelings are just built for dealing with Marines. But I mean, he's just got. I mean, Bomber's just so good at dodging the Banelings, at dealing with them, and I feel like Hydras would maybe make him think about different ways of having to do it. He'd have to think of something different to try and make that work. Oh, look at this, dropping the Marines off as the medevac flies away. These mutas were all focused on the medevac, and as a result, they took a lot of hits from those Marines as they were flying over them. I believe he has lost yet. That's one muta been lost so far, so not good at all for Jaedong, and I believe he's just set up to lose right now because he's lost a couple of hatcheries so far. He lost this one. I think he may have lost this one twice, but at least once he's lost that one. The Marines have just been coming in all over the place. Bomber is set up. He's got his third base. He's actually in the lead in terms of harvesters. So 30 workers. Somehow Bomber has managed to kill 30 workers by the 15-minute mark. And that is completely insane. And Jaedong, man, he has just been manhandled in this game so badly. He's got to be hurting from all the slaps he's taken so far. And Bomber is just going to go over there. I feel like in a couple of minutes just start wasting Jaedong's bases, and Jaedong just, I don't think he's got any chance. So I mean, the previous few games, I mean game 1 and 2, I feel like Jaedong had a real chance, and it just, Bomber just pressed that edge he had. He just pressed it and pressed it and pressed it and managed to get the win with that beautiful pressure play that he loves to do, constantly reinforcing from all the way over the map, getting the reinforcements streaming constantly, and it was very, very close. The Bomber came out both times. This is not one of those games. In this game, Bomber has clearly been in the lead the entire game. There's never been even a small point where I feel like Jaedong was getting close to being even. I feel like Bomber has just been manhandling him the entire game, just owning him the entire game, and Jaedong has never really stood a chance. So really, really great play there from Bomber. And look at this, jumping into the medevac to save those guys from the Banelings. Excellent job. The mutas just have no chance at all. The bases are being wiped out. I don't think Bomber knows about this base, and I don't think he really cares. He's going for the kill right now. And a massive amount of Lings coming out, doing a great job of making Bomber split up. And this may be as a small amount of, he got a very minor victory against a fraction of the Marines on the field, but just, it was not enough. It was not nearly enough, and Bomber just, the only word I can use there is steamrolled. He steamrolled Jaedong in that last game. The previous games 1 and 2, very, very even up. This game, it was a steamroll. Bomber just owned him, absolutely owned him, and not much that Jaedong could really do about that. And I gotta say, at this point, Roach Hydra, man, I would not be surprised if it gets owned even worse versus Marine tank. But you gotta try, man. I mean, you just gotta. And yeah, that's gonna be it. That's it from Jaedong. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching this tournament. It has been epic, one of the most epic tournaments I've ever cast. And we will check you guys out a bit later on. Obviously, Daily Masters are going to keep coming out. Tournaments-wise, I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing next. I would definitely have gone into DreamHack Bucharest, but I haven't found the replays anywhere. I've been looking, and I haven't found them. So, if you really want me to cast that tournament, and you know where the replays are, please let me know, and then I will grab them, and then I'll start casting that tournament, because that tournament looks like another awesome one. But if I can't find the replays, I can't cast the tournament. So, unfortunately, at the moment, I don't know, I may be taking a bit of break from tournaments, just doing some other random stuff. Starting to work on my second channel with some Left 4 Dead 2, and I'm really, really enjoying casting Left 4 Dead 2, actually. It's a lot of fun. And of course, Daily Masters will be there every single day, no matter what else happens. So you will always have those to enjoy. But anyway, congratulations to Bomber for this awesome, awesome tournament, man. Pulling off 4-0 against Jaedong. Absolutely stupendous effort there. And Jaedong, man, all I know is the next tournament he's going to be coming back in, he is going to go nuts on whoever he faces off against, because he has got the drive right now. He is going to go back there, going to be practicing 26 hours a day, to get himself back in the tournament, because you know he is not going to be happy about this grand final performance at all. He is definitely going to be getting back in there and practicing like you would not believe. So we got to check out his play past this tournament, because it's going to be some of the best we've ever seen from Jaedong. But anyway, moving on. Thank you very much for watching this tournament. I hope you enjoyed the entire thing. If this is the first part of the tournament you're watching, please go back and watch the other games. They are awesome. And a lot of the round of 16, round of 32, even the regional games from the different regions like South Korea, North America, Europe, I've been casting them in the Daily Masters, so check them out. There's a lot of Jaedong in there. There's a couple of Bomber games as well, so check them out. You will not be disappointed. Anyways, this is it. Thank you very much for watching this tournament. This has been Hairy Muppet. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this game, and please subscribe if you haven't already done so to see more of this awesome action.